Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? And welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we talk about all the trending stories in Dubai that you guys are hopefully talking about too. Today we are talking about the first ever Olympic medal for the UAE. Super duper exciting. We'll talk about that later in the show. We'll also talk about a video that's going viral overnight. It's raising alarm bells after someone saw a puppy left outside on the balcony multiple times. It's a warning for all pet parents.
That's disgusting, really. And other than that, we'll be talking about 50 dirham COVID tests across the UAE, and students get tested for free. Plus, Dubai municipality cleaners to soon receive shaded cards. So a mix of news stories for you guys here.
100%. But before we get into it all, back to school. Today is the day that more of the students return for the first day. And I have to say, I've never been more affected by it in my life. For the first time, I was 15 minutes late for work, which I don't know about you guys, but can't deal with that. This is a massive first world problem. I'm so aware. However, if you moved during COVID, which a lot of us did, we probably leveled up. I moved from Marina out to the Springs, nice community level up, very happy with that. And now I had to, this morning, for the first time, I passed a school on the way to work, and the school traffic has added a full 15 minutes onto the commute. So
commute and plus your cab fare, right? I'm sure.
I actually didn't check.
No?
Because I do Kareem.
But don't you know how much the fare usually is? Plus
yeah,
how much was
but then when I get out in the morning...
was it a lot?
Oh, that can't be right.
100?
No, that was last night's one. Oh, this morning's hasn't come through.
Huh.
Okay. Have not been charged for my Kareem yet. Yeah, but you know, when you're not moving, how are taxis done right? So if you're not
no, they still go up even if you're stationary. Like in the signals and stuff, they still go up, I think.
So it's done by time spent in the taxi, not kilometers, or is it like a mix?
I think so. I'm guessing it's a mix. Like it might go up faster if you're moving, but it might increase at a slower pace if you're stationary.
Yeah, potentially. That probably makes sense.
But that's
more
insane.
So little issue for me, not that big of a deal. I'll find another commute. But have you noticed, because for the first time in a year, we're seeing the roads flooded with students heading back to school for the first time. Have you noticed it?
Personally, I haven't, but Ali, you said you have, right? With the elevators?
Yeah, elevators.
Elevators.
I come to work today.
What happened?
It's galore.
Oh yeah, because they're all, it's like the work rush, but it's the school rush. At what time?
It's also a school rush, and then you see the school bus, and then on my way out, I have to wait for the school bus to leave. So that was the morning.
I'm using the RTA buses and the bus and the cars.
Yeah, this is it. Like, literally, my journey is so short, and it was extended. I was just sitting there being like,
I've been getting anxiety attacks just to get here.
You know, me and my sisters, when we were small, we used to go in the elevator and just like hold it for the next one to come. And there was someone inside. We're like, 1 second, and you know, like they come in, and the guy's just like.
So you were doing like a really good deed, and then there's like, you know,
there's an Ali in there.
There's an Ali, or there's a Casey who's just like. But, you know, it's so interesting because we've had the whole year of togetherness and thinking about our neighbours, and then it's like the rat race has begun once more.
Oh my God. But yeah, let's be mindful of each other.
Yeah, I will do that in the morning when I look for a new commute, which I really will. But let's jump into our top stories. If you jump onto our Instagram right now, you'll see the video shared by Anif Ghafoor, who is raising alarm bells after seeing a puppy locked on a balcony, and he saw it on multiple times. It's really heartbreaking, this type of behavior. So in the commentary, he says, no one is there in the house. He's there from morning till night. There's no water, nothing. He shared the footage. You can see the small baby puppy left on a balcony, and it's during peak heat. And I've shared the video. He also said that the balcony is in direct sunlight, and he spotted the puppy locked out on several occasions. He has already made a complaint to security, but nothing has happened. And if you turn on the sound on Instagram, you can hear the commentary where he added more information. We've shared it. One of the comments was, and actually, because I saw a photo, because a lot of people are sharing the photo worried about animals. And when you see the photo, your response could be, what if it's just a snapshot in time? However, what Anif has said is that he's seen it on multiple times. It's from morning until night. and this is not a one-time thing. And I think after making a complaint to security, then he shared the video. So it is
like if
very
it's
sad.
true what he said, and if the dog has been left out on multiple occasions, it's just beyond. I mean, it's so reckless of the owners, and that was like a small puppy in this summer heat, and animals are not even they're not used to the Dubai summer heat of all countries, so it's just disgusting behavior.
Yeah, and I think as people, we always want to see the best in people, and you're always like, even there, you're saying if it's true, because we want to think that surely this isn't actually happening. Surely you're not leaving a puppy outside. But then if you ever look at the stray centres in Dubai, in the UAE, the stories of left animals behind is heartbreaking. Now, this animal hasn't left behind, but they've been left in the peak heat without adequate hydration, which is just unbelievable. There was a story on
Unacceptable.
it's unacceptable. There was a story a few days ago, and it basically said a driver dropped off a puppy to a stray centre, 9 months old, and said not needed anymore.
My God, that is really heartbreaking.
I can't even, not needed anymore.
They're like babies, honestly. Like, how leaving it's literally the same thing as leaving your child in the car. It's still a living creature. It's nothing different to a small baby. So for owners to leave it out in the balcony, for owners to abandon their pets when they're leaving the country, there are so many circumstances when these animals get abandoned, and it's just so sad.
Yeah, and look, the video was shared. It's not in any sense to vilify the owner. We're not trying to we're not trying to hold anyone and judge anyone for their behavior. However, I do think it's a reminder for all pet parents, if you have animals, keep them inside during the day, make sure they have adequate shade, make sure they have plenty of water. If we can't hack being outside in the heat for more than 10 minutes, how can we expect animals to be? So it's just a reminder to just look after your little ones.
Very true. But we move on to our next story, which is 50 dirham COVID tests across the UAE, and students get tested for free. Now, the UAE's Ministry of Health and Prevention, MOHAP, has slashed the cost of COVID-19 PCR tests to 50 dirhams. And according to the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, NCEMA, the reduced rate will apply to all medical facilities across the country. And additionally, directives have been given to issue COVID-19 PCR test results within 24 hours. And the latest directive comes into effect as of today, Tuesday, August 31st. Moreover, students can get tested for free at select SEHA facilities across the UAE. And for Dubai, that is, I think Dubai Parks and Resorts. I'll tell you guys the exact locations.
We'll be with you right after this.
Okay, so Dubai Parks and Resorts, Al Kavanij, Mina Rashid, and City Walk.
Amazing free that there's COVID tests for students, but it's the 50 dirham one that's really just blown me away, to be honest.
50 dirhams.
I have a friend who has to get a weekly test for a certain reason, and it's incredible that she's going to be able to get it for 50 dirham now.
Yeah, government workers, teachers, faculty members, students, and especially in Abu Dhabi, because their rules for schools are much different to Dubai's, where students who are not vaccinated will have to get tested every week. So for them, this is a huge, huge, huge news. And speaking more on COVID-19, UAE chaps and chappies will be happy to know that the worst has passed, and this was conveyed by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, on Sunday, August 29th, who during a cabinet meeting expressed praise for the procedures rolled up during the pandemic. He said the worst has passed and that we worked as one and we dealt with the pandemic in a superior manner.
Incredible. And COVID-19 stats from yesterday show that we're still below 1,000 cases, which is incredible. It's also worth noting, by the way, if you have questions about that 50 dirham test, this was rolled out by NCEMA last night, so it will take a while for it to roll across the country. And people are wondering whether it also means private clinics as well as government facilities. So when NCEMA announces it, that probably means SEHA have already initiated it. So SEHA, which is the Abu Dhabi Health Clinics, which you could also find in Dubai, which Simran just mentioned, 50 dirham already. Now the private clinics, Found out about this yesterday. So if you check, it will take them, I think it's still like 100 dirham with
So the first part, which is like 50 dirhams, it's rolled out across the UAE, across all medical centers. But for the students getting tested for free, that's only across select Seha medical facilities.
Of course, yeah. So it's free for students at select Seha medical, but I'm talking about the 50 dirham. Private clinics haven't initiated it yet. So they got the government announcement yesterday. So you'll see the differences. And for example, if you're one of these people who gets home tests, which I've been doing for 199 dirham, they probably... I'm literally the worst person today.
199?
It's incredibly convenient.
Is it a gold-plated PCR test?
That's almost 200.
It's incredible. I'm not doing
that
it.
That is 200.
I'm not doing it every day. 200. Look, let me tell you.
Our home tests are 160. You get 199.
160?
My mom was actually really happy about the PCR test, but they're like, for my siblings, but 200 dirhams for like a PCR test?
What were you paying before? It's like 90 or 100,
on Rizik,
right?
it's like 165.
Here, I didn't know on Rizik it was 165. That's with the deal. Ali's put his bucket hat on. Look, I got one to travel. And my commute is terrible. I know what I sound like. I know.
Basic.
Anyway, my point was the 50 dirham tests are not yet ready in private clinics. And if you're getting home tests, don't expect it to be 50 dirham unless it's provided by the government.
I mean, they're coming to you, kind of just, goes.
The Rizik one, unlikely to be, if it's, because it's like an extra service, is what I'm saying.
I think the reason why it's more expensive because it's like talabat. So like there's like underneath service with the delivery and stuff. So I think...
Well, it's government versus private.
Yeah.
And until the private clinics get a notification specifically from the government saying this needs to be your test, but they did say all clinics, so we can expect it to be a massive rollout of 50 dirham at all clinics. But I'm saying if you're paying a little bit extra for a different type of service, like I did, for convenience when one has little time, and I value my time a lot, and some days I've queued at specific places for a long time.
But okay, you might have.
But I just need to shout out. If it says 6 o'clock, they come at 6 o'clock. You're done in about 5 minutes. It's a fantastic service and it's worth the money.
You know what? I think you paid extra for the fast results. I'm guessing. No, never mind. I don't even know what you paid for.
We move.
Yeah.
Move on. Look for those 50 dirhams. They will already be there at Seha. So if you need to get one ASAP, just check out Seha branches in Dubai. Moving on, fantastic news. The UAE's Mohammed Al Hamadi wins our Olympic first bronze medal. Congratulations. Absolutely mad scenes in Tokyo yesterday. Mohammed Al Hamadi won a bronze in the 100-meter T34 wheelchair race at the Olympic Stadium. He clocked in at 15.66 seconds. Al Hamadi will bring home the UAE's first medal at the Tokyo Paralympic Games, and we could not be more proud. Congratulations.
That is amazing. Yesterday in the video, to see the UAE's flag just go up.
Yeah.
Goosebump moment.
Goosebumps. And it was, obviously it's just such a proud moment. And we were super excited because he's one more race taking place on Saturday. He's going up in the 800 meters. So could it be 2 gold medals? I'm not sure. But no doubt he will have a hero's welcome when he comes home. We're going to see UAE flags flying today as a mark of celebration. So absolutely massive news.
And hopefully we'll have him on the show.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Shahir is one step ahead.
Shahir's on it.
He's on it. He's already contacted. He's like, okay, as soon as he comes, his email awaits him to be on the show.
It's in your DMs already. Watch out.
Well, okay, guys. To our next story, shaded carts to make Dubai summer heat more bearable for municipality workers. Now, if we can't even stand walking to our cars during Dubai's scorching summer, then imagine the plight of outdoor blue-collar workers who tirelessly labor under the hot sun. Now, Dubai municipality cleaners are the main reason we're able to enjoy a clean and filth-free city, and ensuring they pick up after us, which really shouldn't be the case to begin with. They quietly get on with their designated tasks with zero complaints. But to make their lives a tad bit easier, Dubai municipality has allocated carts with features that meet all the cleaners' needs to perform their tasks in a comfortable environment. Now, their cleaning carts include features such as a solar-powered fan, an elongated hood for shade, easy-to-move features, a built-in capacity for 150 liters, 2 storage spaces in which the workers can put all the cleaning equipment instead of carrying them around manually. And initially, 25 trolleys will be distributed to workers for them to use during the cleaning shift, but eventually, with time, more trolleys will be rolled out. And this initiative not only makes the summer heat somewhat more bearable for workers, but eases the strain of manually carrying around cleaning equipment. So, great initiative. And these outdoor workers truly are Dubai's unsung heroes. And really, no gesture we ever do will be good enough or enough to thank them for all their hard work and hard and consistent work. So, amazing.
100%. I just second that. What they do is no easy task, and like you said, incredible effort by the municipality. But even no gesture is thank you enough for everything that they do.
Yeah, and this just ties in with our first story. Like humans, animals, like the summer heat is unbearable for any living creature right now. So we have to be so mindful of each other, of those around us, those in our community, animals, people who are helping us, cleaners, all of that. So let's be a more compassionate community.
On that lovely note, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. Stay safe, wash your hands. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Adios.
Bye.